Welcome back to the Gulls pregame show. It's time for the Broadcasters Roundtable. Stephen Huff joined alongside Nick Bello, the Gulls field reporter, and Dan Ball, the voice of the Valley Blue Sox. Now, Nick, I'm going to turn to you first. Of course, the Gulls' last time out was against their in-state rival, the Ocean State Waves, and the bats were firing on all cylinders. Does that bode well for them tonight?
Yeah, I think they can continue their success. They had a pretty decent pitching performance too, but the bats were definitely hot, and I think they'll definitely continue that this game.
Now, of course, the game was rained out yesterday. The game against the Waves was actually suspended, so they didn't get to play all 9. Does that affect them tonight because they haven't played a full game in a couple days?
You know, I think if this was happening at the beginning of the season, maybe have somewhat of an effect. But these guys, you know, they're going to be professionals, so I don't think it has too much of an effect on them.
Now, Dan, I'm going to volley this one on over to you. You guys have had a great season, but last time out, doubleheader against Keene, couple of tough losses. Talk to the Newport fans about those two.
Well, two absolute heartbreakers yesterday for the Valley Blue Sox, a 4-3 and a 6-5 loss, respectively. The 6-5 one coming in 9 innings. Two very hard-fought games. You know, the Blue Sox came out firing. They got runs in the first inning in both games, but just weren't able to hold the game and get it to extra innings. But they come with a lot on both sides of the bat. You know, they've been hitting well recently, and the pitching is really coming along as well.
You mentioned hitting well for the Blue Sox. Who are some of those guys in the lineup that we can expect to see out there tonight?
Well, it always seems to be Richard Constantine. He's starting for the Northern Division at first base. He's been fantastic this season, an average up near 400. But the guy to watch for me is Griffin Lockwood Powell. He comes in on a 7-game hitting streak. He has RBIs in 6 out of his last 7. He's been dynamite as the designated hitter, and he's going to be somebody to look out for tonight.
Well, it should be a good one tonight. Gulls pregame show continues next here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.